morning, and thanks for being with us on this Wednesday. I'm Amy Lang.
And I'm Brandon Hudson. A random fit of road rage cost a Plymouth Township businesswoman part of her lifeline. She says an angry driver bashed her grooming bus window, and now she's out of work.
Well, now she wants help to find the person who did this. Fox 2's Robin Murdoch joining us live to explain just what happened. Robin.
Good morning, Amy and Brandon. We're actually at the intersection where this alleged incident of road rage took place. And while we've been out here this morning, we have seen several cars trying to make the same similar turns with no issues whatsoever. That obviously was not the case for this mobile grooming business, which is now out of business for the time being.
It's everything. My business is my everything. I mean, this is my money, it's my world.
A day after an alleged road rage driver busted out the back window of Amanda Crease's business on wheels, she is still sweeping up shards of glass. The owner of Lollipop Mobile Grooming gave her clients a heads up on her hardship with this Facebook post.
I was horrified. I knew that he was honking and yelling, but I didn't realize what he was honking and yelling at.
Apparently her. Crease says she was on her way to her last job of the day on Monday night when the frightening ordeal happened at the intersection of Lily and Ann Arbor Roads in Plymouth Township. It was just after 6 when she pulled up to the light, blocking a silver sedan trying to turn out of a gas station.
I mean, this is not a vehicle I can just easily back up and get out of your way. I can't believe how fast it got out of control.
Seconds later, so much swearing, then the sound of the side window shattering. The driver allegedly got out of his car to bang on her bus, a bus Crease spent all summer working on so she could be a groomer on the go. Now, she can't go anywhere.
And if the other driver involved in this wants to call us and schedule an interview, we'd love to come out and talk to them and get their side of the story.
While police remain focused on finding that alleged road rage suspect, Crease remains focused on getting her business moving again. This won't be a quick fix, and it certainly will not be a cheap one.
This isn't as simple as repairing a window. I'm going to have a company completely gut the inside of the bus because this window happened to be on the side where it's insulated, it's framed, it's walled.
So right now it is unclear exactly how long it will take to fix that bus. Also unclear whether insurance will cover the cost of the repairs. That is all still being figured out. In the meantime, though, police are continuing to search for the driver of what is believed to be a silver Mercedes sedan with out-of-state plates. Obviously, if that person is watching right now, police would like to talk to them. Or if anybody was in this area on Monday night and knows anything, give police a call. We are live here in Plymouth Township. I'm Robin Murdoch, Fox 2 News.
I really feel for this this business owner. Robin, any luck with any neighboring businesses having maybe video or anything like that that might help them nail down who this other driver is?
Well, I know that the owner of this mobile grooming business, she made a plea on her Facebook page for anybody out there, any businesses in the area, if they may have captured something, to obviously turn that video into police. As part of the investigation, though, police obviously will be checking with all of these businesses to see if they did capture anything, if they saw this interaction, if they saw this vehicle speeding away. So that is certainly a very crucial part of this investigation, Amy.
Yeah, and absolutely a reminder for all of us to just calm down, count to 5, 10, whatever. Take a deep breath. It's not that
Be patient.
serious, right? Come on, folks. Thanks so much, Robin Murdoch. As always, we appreciate you.
Well, Detroit police are investigating a deadly shooting on the city's east side. This was the scene after 9 last night on Wade Street near I-94 in Chalmers. ShotSpotter alerted police to the area where the male victim was found. The police have not said who he is or released any information this morning on a suspect.
And a Detroit father now facing charges after police say his 3-year-old son shot himself with an unsecured gun. 31-year-old Alejandro Fitzpatrick pleading not guilty on all counts. The shooting happened last Friday at a home on Fullerton on the city's west side. Investigators say there were several other weapons inside the house as well, and prosecutors argued that should be taken into consideration when deciding bond.
That gun was found in the bedroom. There were guns all over the house. This is a question that when a gun owner purchases a gun, it is inherently a dangerous weapon, that he knows that It needs to be stored properly. And here we have a gun not only is not stored properly, it is stored loaded.
And we do have those safe storage laws in effect. The judge set bond at $20,000 with the condition Fitzpatrick not have any guns in his possession as the case moves forward.
Well, Troy police bust a man who they believe is responsible for a string of home invasions all across Oakland County.
And Fox 2's Dave Spencer has more on how police were able to track him down thanks to a pair of earbuds.
Brian Kellum was arraigned on 2 charges of home invasion and driving with a suspended license. Police were able to track him down just hours after allegedly committing a crime at this apartment complex off Big Beaver near John R. It was around noon on Friday when a victim came home and realized someone else had been there too.
When they returned, they found all their stuff in disarray. Obviously, had been broken into. Door had pry marks all over it.
Police say this was likely a crime of opportunity, meaning the victim was not necessarily targeted.
I'm not sure if he was, walked in behind someone else or defeated that lock at the front door as well. And then the interior doors he was just prying open.
Once inside, police say Kellum stole electronics, including earbuds, an item police would later ping and find the exact location.
Went to that area, did some surveillance, and looked and found a car that we thought might match up.
With that information, they pulled his car over.
We recovered some property that linked him to a couple other home invasions.
Chief Josh Jones says while prosecutors have currently charged Kellum with 2 counts, it's possible additional charges may follow.
It has a criminal history of burglary and home invasion charges in Georgia and Florida. So likely he's up in this area and doing the same thing.
In court, the suspect Kellum was charged with a total of 3 crimes and given a $100,000 full cash bond. In Troy, Dave Spencer, Fox 2 News.
Well, this next story sounds like something that you would see out of a movie. A man on a bicycle is ambushed by 4 men and killed outside a liquor store. This was at about 9:30 yesterday morning, north of East Grand on Woodward. According to police, a man in his 30s got on his bicycle when 4 men got out of the vehicle. They opened fire at least 30 times. He did not survive. The liquor store is a green light location, so police are reviewing video. Call Detroit Police or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-SPEAK-UP if you have any information. And check out this big mess near Metro Airport after a semi crashes off of I-94 on Merriman Road. This chaos unfolded around 2:30 yesterday afternoon. Now, according to MSP, the semi was eastbound when the driver lost control and then crashed through a center median guardrail and then onto the road below. Thankfully, the driver only had some minor injuries and nobody else was hurt. The road has since reopened.
Wow, what a mess. Well, police in Roseville tracked down a bank robbery suspect who they say took off with a child in the car. This happening last night at the Christian Financial Credit Union near Gratiot and 11 Mile. We're told the man handed a teller a note demanding cash, got the money, and then fled in a vehicle with a child around the age of 5. The suspect was located a short time later and arrested. The child was found safe. Well, he ignored the experts and their advice, risking his life to save his home from the California wildfires. Well, he was one of the lucky ones, and he's talking about the experience with us next.
And there was a bit of a confusing day in Washington and really all across America. But President Trump continues to overhaul the federal government. He is now offering buyouts to federal staff. We're going to have the latest from our nation's capital. But first, Derek Kevler.
Brandon, still a few snowflakes outside right now with a strong western-northwestern wind as we move through the day. How strong is it going to be? And when do we finally see things subside a little bit? We'll talk about that and the milder temperatures next.